Hello guys. Oh, you can't see me, can you? How about now? Today's video is a little different. I'm pretty sure you can tell by the mood lighting in here that it's a little different. I'm going to tell you the stories of me living in a haunted house. No, seriously though. I have 3 stories. There's a lot more, but these ones are the ones that are the most interesting, I think. Anyway, so the house I'm going to be telling you the stories about, I actually built in The Sims 4. So I'm going to give you some visuals of where these things happened. And yeah, the last one, I was physically touched. Yeah. So anyway, um, let's get on into it. There's my game. So this is the house in question. Um, I'll just give you a quick outside view. It's slightly larger in The Sims because, to get things to scale is really not possible. Also, this backyard would have been out a little farther and it would have been hilly. But again, I didn't want to, when I built this, I did not want to deal with terrain tools. So, yeah. Anyway, so here is the house. For the purposes of this video, the only thing you need to know is that this right here is my room. This is my bathroom. This is my cousin's room. This is my sister's room. This is where the laundry is. And this is the garage. So, let's get on into it. Alright, so for my first story, it starts in the entryway of the home. I don't know exactly what I was doing, but I was either walking to the front door or from the front door. Not entirely sure. These doors, open. They were slatted doors. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay. They were slatted doors that opened just like these doors. And, so they were open, and I probably playing with my dogs or something, and both dogs just stopped right here in the doorway and started barking up into this corner of my room and refused to enter the room. And my grandma was there at the time. It was my grandparents' house, and so they were there at the time visiting, and she just goes, I wouldn't go in there until they'll go in there. And I was like, what the heck? 'Cause they're just barking at a corner. I don't see anything. But I really didn't want to go in there anyway because I thought that was weird and it just felt heavy in a way. So I was like, yeah, I probably won't go in there until they go in there. So it took about, I don't know, an hour or so. And sorry, I left it on the other screen. It was like an hour or so, and finally one of the dogs went in there. Um, and so I waited to see if the other dog would go in there because Jules is the one who went in there first. She was my older dog. And so I was waiting for PETA to go in there because, PETA, that was her room too. My dog shared my room. But anyway, so I waited, and finally, probably about like 5 minutes later, PETA went in there, and so I went in there, and it felt fine. But the weird thing is all the time, not every night, but most nights, uh, I had dreams that I was floating up in a corner of the room. Like, I was, like, I didn't, I'm trying to explain this in the best way. It wasn't like I was like looking down on me or anything. It was just like I felt my body just like rising to like a corner of the room, and it was constant. Um, I also had really weird dreams in that house. Dreams I don't have anymore, and I just realized that a lot of the dreams I had I don't have anymore. Like I had weird dreams where I was like crossing the street and I fell over in the middle of the street and I couldn't get up. And so there's cars coming and I'm trying to like crawl to the other side. Or I'm in a vehicle and the freaking door flies open and I had a seatbelt on and then the seatbelt like flies off. So I'm like having to hold on and just weird dreams like that. So yeah, that I just thought of that. It's really weird. Okay, so story number two. Story number two has to do with this painting right here. Um, the actual painting that was right there was of horses. It was like a framed like tapestry painting, and I had a weird feeling when I would go into the laundry room area when I was doing laundry. I would not hang out there. I mean, I don't know why you would, but like I would do what I was gonna do and then leave like super fast. Try to get it done as fast as I could. So, yeah. So one day I asked my mother to move the painting because I thought what I was feeling was from the painting. Turns out it was not. So she took it down and put it in the garage. So then there was just nothing there, right? So it's just a blank wall. And but the thing was, as soon as she removed that painting, it felt so much darker in that area. To the point where if I had to go to the garage, I had somebody freaking open the door and I just ran and then close the door right behind me. And I didn't want to do laundry. I had people do it. I had my sister do it for me. Like I did not want to be in that area. It just felt so like evil, like just really bad. And so I told my mom probably within 24 to 48 hours of moving the painting, I said, yeah, can you move the painting back? I called it a painting. It was tapestry or whatever. But yeah, can you move that back? And so she did. And it still didn't feel good over there, but it felt a whole lot better. So I don't know what was, um, whether that the picture was like blocking something. I don't know, but all I know is that it felt a lot better with the picture there. At least it felt like I was safe, and I didn't feel safe when there was nothing there. So, that's weird. Um, so my last story. The story where I get touched. Ooh, okay. So, let's set this story up for you. Alright. Oh, I gotta click over here. Okay. So, I'm gonna go top down for this so you can see better. So here's my room, here's my door. And then here's my bathroom, and here's the door to the bathroom. You can see they kind of line up, but they're like just off, right? So, in the middle of the night, I most of the time would keep the bathroom door open, but because obviously other people live there, other people use that bathroom, sometimes it would get shut. I don't know whether or not the door was in fact open that night, but that's not important to the story anyway. So I open my door and run to the bathroom, do my business. I don't know what time it is. All I know is it's like the middle of the night, whatever. Most people are sleeping in the house. So I go to leave and here's my sister's room. I hear a noise. Not a noise, like she was awake or something. I don't know. I heard something that made me turn that way, because usually I'm like from the bathroom to my room, I'm like, choop, because I don't want to be in that hallway at nighttime. I did not like that hallway, especially at nighttime. So anyway, so I turned that way and I feel a hand on my chest and I get pushed over. So my cousin, who was living in this room at the time, comes out, living in this room at the time, comes out, and he goes, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, something pushed me. Like, I don't know the exact words I said, but I'm pretty sure I said something pushed me. And this is because this happened like over like 10 years ago. But I was like, yeah. Anyway, so he made sure I was okay. He went back to his room. I went back to my room and turned my TV on because I was freaked out and probably watched TV until I fell asleep with the TV on. So after that, I pretty much fell asleep with the TV on in that house every night. And it has now become a habit. I try not to, but at least now I my TV turns off at midnight and I have it that way on purpose. Yeah. So it won't run all night. But at least now, here I don't feel anything. In my other apartment, I didn't really feel anything that was scary anyway. Not like this house. But yeah, so that's where my falling asleep with the TV on started. Anyway, um so that's the story of when I lived in a haunted house and what happened to me there. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed these stories. They were entertaining. Whether you believe them or not, that's up to you. I was there. I got touched. I got pushed over. But anyone else who lived in the house could probably tell you that there was something there. I don't know what their experiences were. Wasn't all bad. Um, there were, but I did not like to be alone in that house, and if I was alone, which I was never actually alone because I always had at least one dog with me, but it I had music on or a TV or something. I did not want it quiet. Um Also probably was a bad idea to play with like ghost detecting stuff in the house. Especially when I was like younger and had no idea what I was doing. I mean, not that I would know what I'm doing now, but you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, I don't think that helped. So I don't know if I got pushed over before or after I did that, but I don't know. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video and I will see you guys next week. I don't know what exactly I'm going to be doing. I do know at some point when I can get my sister to do it, we're going to play content warning because we both got it. But yeah. So that was a reason why I wanted to film this video, get you kind of in a spooky mood. I actually told this story on YouTube before, just not on this channel. I'll link it below. The story may slightly differ, only in like little details, because I told that story 7 years ago, so it was a lot more fresh in my mind. Also, I've had many people in my life die. I've had traumatic experiences since then, so my memory is not exactly the best, but I do remember clearly being pushed over. Because, like, how do I forget that? Anyway, I've tried to end this video a couple times now, so I will see you guys next week. Bye!